Welcome to this wonderful platform. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across this channel for the first time, you are welcome. Please, if you like what you see here, after watching, subscribe, put on your notification bell. It's very important because it's going to help you to know when I upload a new video. In this channel, I present to you news on daily basis on what is happening in the whole world, especially in Nigeria and in Biafran land. Yes, I'm Mother Biafra. I bring to you Biafran news. So before I do that, what I always do is that I analyze it and I sit down there to watch the video together with you. Then we'll come to the comment section to talk about it. Of course, everybody is entitled to his or her opinion. That is why the comment section is there for you to contribute, leave your ideas, your thoughts, your belief about the videos that you have watched. Please, as we are doing this, let us do it constructively. As we hop into today's video, remain blessed. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate your massive support in this channel. As we watch.
Major Aleo.
Yes, my lord.
You have affirmed to speak the truth and nothing but the truth.
I do, my lord.
Yes. Now, you took over the affairs of Chief Abiola, the custody. When?
My lord, there are technicalities here.
Beg your pardon?
There are technicalities here.
Yep.
Technically, handing over is supposed to be the dead, the handing over note is signed.
Yes.
Major Mustafa gave me his handing over note on 4th July.
First.
4th
July.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if we follow the technicalities, that means I took over 4th July. But then, he was already withdrawing from the work of the CSO.
Yeah.
And I can't afford to see my boss being left like that. Somebody have to take charge.
Yes.
So I took charge and started preparing the ground before the official handing over.
Yes. Do you know when General Abacha died?
Yes, my lord.
On the 8th of June. Between the 8th of June and the 4th of July 1998, who was in charge of the custody of the late Chief M.K. Abiola? Effectively.
Effectively,
Yes.
it could be Mustafa.
Should be.
It should be
But
Mustafa.
who was? Ordinarily, it should be Mustafa. But who was in charge?
I was.
Yes. So you took over the management or the custody of Chief Abiola on the 8th of June 1998. Is that correct?
Yes, my lord.
Yes. For a month, you were in charge of Chief Abiola's affairs.
Yes, my lord.
Who were his doctors at this material time? Who were the doctors treating Chief Abiola, to your knowledge?
Those details were not handed over to me.
Yeah.
And when I was with Chief Abiola, the only thing he told me was he fall down and his leg is swollen,
Yes.
and that he has been complaining for them to bring a doctor to come and see him. So I said, Chief, why don't we bring a doctor to come and see Dr. Refalomo?
From Lagos.
From Lagos. He said, young man, that's good. I would like that. I said, okay, we'll make that arrangement. And we are making the process of that arrangement. That was why his family came to see him. You were supposed to see him next after his family.
Major.
Yes, my
For
lord.
1 month, you could not get his doctor from Lagos to visit him for 1 month.
Depending on when he told me he was sick.
When did he tell you he was sick?
He told me about towards the end of June or middle June.
Yeah. So he told you towards the end of June or middle June.
Yes.
Can you be specific? That's about 15 days interval.
Something like that.
About middle of June.
Yeah.
And you could not arrange that. Is that correct?
He told me it's nothing serious. He showed me his leg that is swollen, that he fell down. And
Now,
he has been falling down with that swollen leg for the past how many months?
Yeah. According to the Americans with whom you visited Chief Abiola,
Yes, my lord.
he showed the delegation his still swollen ankle as at the 7th of July.
Yes, my lord.
His ankle was swollen.
Yes, my
And
lord.
when you took over June 8th, He also showed you a swollen ankle. Is that correct?
He did not show me on June 8th.
When did he tell you? 15th?
I told you, I can't remember exactly, towards the end of the month.
I just want us to confine ourselves to what you can remember. Did he tell you he had hypertension?
He did not tell me.
Okay. Now, do you know that as soon as General Abubakar Absalami took over, he released all political prisoners, including convicted coup plotters? Are you aware of this?
I'm aware, my lord.
Are you aware that Chief M.K. Abiola was the only detainee that was left in detention in that category? Are you aware?
I wouldn't be aware. I don't know, because I don't know the number of politicians that were in custody.
Okay. Now let's come to what you know.
Yes, my lord.
You did say that Dr. Efalomo never requested to visit Abiola.
Not to me.
Yes. Well, you were in charge of the security of the head of state.
Yes, my
Do
lord.
you have anything to do with doctors visiting detainees? That part of your functions?
No.
Of course. Now, the delegation that visited Chief Abiola on the 7th of July,
Yes, my
as
lord.
the American delegation,
Yes, my
led
lord.
by Under Secretary Thomas Pickering. Are you aware?
Yes, my lord.
Now, on the 7th of July, 1998,
Yes, my lord.
you requested that delegation to address a press conference in Abuja to announce the death of Chief Abiola. Is that correct?
No, my lord, it's not correct.
Did the government, to your knowledge, request the delegation
No, my
to
lord.
do that?
No, my lord.
What specific request, other than telling the family, was there any other request made on that delegation?
Not to my knowledge.
Why was it impossible for the government to break the news to the family? Why did you have to recruit the foreigners to do it?
The government broke the news to the family.
Very good. So you didn't request the delegation to do anything for you?
No.
Very good. Now, between you and Susan Rice, there was an argument over who would break the news to the family. Is that correct?
No, my lord, it's not correct.
Not correct?
Yes, my lord, it's not correct.
But in your evidence in chief, you did say that Susan Rice offered.
But there was no argument.
There was no argument. But Susan Rice offered to break the news to the family. Is that correct?
It was being the only lady there, and
Very good. Very good. Now, after breaking the news to the family,
which the CNC did himself.
yes, the American delegation addressed a press conference in Abuja, to your knowledge. Is that correct?
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Thomas Pickering said in the text of the press conference that Abiola died of natural causes. Are you aware?
Yes, my lord.
The the commander-in-chief of the armed forces at the material time, General Absalami Abubakar,
Yes, my
made
lord.
a broadcast to the nation following the unfortunate death of Chief Abiola,
Yes, my
and
lord.
told Nigerians that Chief Abiola died of natural causes. Are you aware?
Yes, my lord.
Are you aware that on the 8th of July, the American president, then, Bill Clinton, sent a condolence message to Nigeria, where he also attributed the death of Abiola to natural causes?
Yes, my lord.
Yes. Now, the doctors that later came to conduct the autopsy also arrived at the same conclusion, natural causes. Are you aware?
Yes, my lord.
Yes. Now, the discussions between Chief Abiola and the American delegation
Yes, my lord.
centered on the June 12 mandate. Are you aware of this?
My lord, here they have not even started anything concerning discussion. They just introduced the issue. And the question people asking was, so something like, what do you intend to do, or what do you intend to do with your life, or something like that if you live here? That was the beginning. That was what they started. That was the only statement. And the chief avoided answering it once. Then the second time he wanted to answer, the coughing started. So he did not answer anything. They did not discuss. I don't know they discussed anything about June 12th or anything.
Yeah. So before the American delegation asked him, what role will you want to play in the politics of Nigeria after your release? That was what they asked him.
Well, maybe. I can't remember exactly.
No, but you were just telling us now. What can you remember?
My lord, it's a
The
long
discussion.
time.
You are an intelligent officer.
I am.
Major Alu.
I am.
Ali. They did ask him, upon your release, because his release was imminent, is that correct?
Yes, my
They
lord.
asked him, what role will you want to play in the politics of Nigeria? Can you remember that?
Probably. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah. You can also not remember that before that question was asked, he was asked to forgo his mandate. Therefore, what role will you want to play?
I can't remember if he was asked that. But
Okay. What can you remember precisely?
I don't think he has asked that.
You don't think you heard that?
Yeah.
Was
That-
the politics of Nigeria discussed at all? Between
I
them?
told you they exchanged pleasantries,
Yes.
which took most of the time.
Yes.
And immediately he just asking that particular question. Chief did not even start talking.
Okay.
Then when he talked, he coughed. He talked, he coughed.
Yeah.
Then the whole thing went haywire and the whole problem started.
Yeah. You did say that the service chiefs had visited Chief Abiola
Yes,
before
my
the
lord.
American delegation.
Some of them, yes, my lord.
Yes. When was this?
Within the month of June, I can't remember the dates.
Yes. That would be about the 2nd and the 3rd of July.
July?
Yes. 1998.
If you say so.
Yeah. Chief Emeka Onyaku visited him on the 5th of July. Are you aware of this?
I know Chief Emeka Onyaku visited him, but I can't remember the date.
The United Nations Secretary General, Kofi Annan, visited him on the 4th of July. Can you remember that?
Yes, I know he visited him. I can't remember the date.
The discussion between Chief Abiola and these powerful men at home and abroad centered on the June 12 mandate. Are you aware of this?
I'm not aware.
You are not aware.
Yes, my lord.
What did Chief Abiola discuss with the service chiefs, to your knowledge? You
I'm
can't
not-
remember.
I can't remember.
What did he discuss with Kofi Annan, to your knowledge?
I'm not aware.
Emeka Onyaku, Major Aliu,
Yes, my lord.
are you aware Kofi Annan addressed a press conference in Abuja where he announced that Chief Abiola had given up his mandate? Are you aware of this? You are not aware?
Well, I knew he has given out a press statement,
Yes.
but I didn't know the details.
Yes. Are you aware that Chief Emeka Onyaku also addressed a press conference in Lagos where he gave the impression that Chief Abiola had given up the June 12 mandate?
I know he came with people and they snap pictures, and I know he gave press conference. I don't
I
know
will
the
come to the
details.
photograph now. I'm asking what you can remember.
I don't know the details.
Good. Now, since you were in these meetings, did Chief Abiola, to your knowledge, give up his mandate, June 12 mandate, to your knowledge? Did he?
To my knowledge?
Yes.
I don't know.
You were in the meetings?
I don't know. I was sitting
I'm
outside.
saying to your knowledge.
Yeah, to my knowledge.
Did
What?
he give up the mandate?
To my knowledge, I don't know. I still stand, I don't know.
Okay. So you can't remember what Abiola discussed with any of those who visited him?
That's not my business.
Major
I
Aliyu.
can't remember.
Major Aliyu,
Yes,
you were
my
able
lord.
to remember in details all events that took place before those discussions and after.
Yes, my
But
lord.
those ones you can't remember. You
Yes,
don't want
my
to
lord.
remember.
I can't remember them.
Very good, Major. Now, you did say that you took part of the tea. Let him have a look at Exhibit 2. You took part of the tea that Abiola was served. Is that correct?
I took?
There, did you take?
No.
Very good. Now, you did not take part of the tea.
I did not.
Do you know who prepared the tea?
The stewards and cooks in Aguda House.
Yes, but the tea was served by a member of the American delegation, to your knowledge.
Yes, my lord, because the steward have already left before he requested.
Very good. In all your experience in the security department, can you remember any single incident where a foreigner gave food or tea or water to a detainee in Nigeria? any incident?
My lord, the situation and the setting.
Can you remember one incident?
No, my lord.
No, my lord. Now, did the delegation, did the members of the international team of doctors, did they interview you?
They did not, my lord.
So, it is not correct, as they claim in their report, that they spoke to all those who were with Chief Abiola when he died. So it is not correct. You've read it out.
Let me see the place. Where is it?
Yes. So they never spoke to you.
They did not speak to me.
So it is not correct that they spoke to everybody who was present. It is not correct.
Did they say it here?
Yes.
Can I see the place?
Yes. Have a look at Exhibit 2. Paragraph 2. In addition, can you read paragraph 2?
Which one is that? The report?
Page 2, Exhibit 2. You had read it
I read
beautifully.
it. Yeah. Is it the opinion or the letter you are talking about?
Yes. The letter of August 2. Your lawyer directed your attention to it.
In reaching our conclusion,
Yes.
a number of sources of information were used. All available documented medical history of Chief Abiola was reviewed. In addition, witnesses who were present at the time of collapse
And
during the period of attempted resuscitation,
yes,
as well as medical personnel who treated Chief Abiola and some family members were interviewed.
so that is not correct.
Why? They did not say all. They said some.
With not all available.
Yes, all available documents.
Just a minute. In addition, witnesses who were present at the time of collapse, just a minute, were you spoken to? They didn't speak to you.
I was not spoken to.
You were the main witness because you brought Abiola to them. You also led them to take Abiola to the hospital. So they never spoke to you. That is the point I'm making.
My lord, do you know there was a senior government official there?
I know,
Minister
but
of
did they
State
speak
Foreign
to you?
Affairs.
Did they speak to you?
They did not.
They did not. Thank you very much. Now, if you look at Exhibit 2, which you have read copiously from, it's not really, page 11, on gastrointestinal system of Abiola. Gastrointestinal system, page 11.
Yes, my lord.
Paragraph 2.
Yes, my lord.
Just listen. The stomach, small and large intestines are markedly distended with gas post-mortem.
My lord, excuse me. Where is the place?
Gastrointestinal system.
Okay, gastrointestinal system.
Can you see that?
Yes, my lord.
Can you read the first 3 lines, sentences?
The oral cavity is unremarkable with no evidence of trauma.
Yes.
The esophagus is unremarkable.
Yes.
The stomach, small and large intestine are markedly distended with gas.
Yes. But otherwise unremarkable. Yes, next sentence. The stomach contains?
The stomach contains a small amount of yellowish mucous material, possible swallowed sputum.
Yes. Now, when last did Abiola, when was he fed last? Before the 7th of July. Because there was no food in his intestine. According to the doctors, when last did you feed Chief Abiola? Before the 7th. You were in charge.
You see,
you were in charge. When last?
They normally give him his food.
You were there?
I don't have to be there.
No. To your knowledge, when last was Chief Abiola fed? Because these doctors are saying we broke the intestine. Only mucus.
I don't know when he was fed last.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know when he was fed last.
And he did not complain to me when we were in the vehicle that he has not eaten.
Do you know the doctors that recommended the drugs that were found in his possession? Do you know the doctors?
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know that Dr. Yakasai, a gynecologist, do you know he's a gynecologist?
I know, my lord.
Do you know that he treated Chief Abiola before you took over his affairs? Was the one treating him? Do you know that?
I'm not aware of that, my lord.
Did he complain to you, Chief Abiola, that Yakasai was the one treating him?
No, my lord, he did not tell me.
Now, who took over his medical affairs then for the 1 month you were in charge? Who was in charge? You don't know?
No, nothing was handed over to me, and I don't know.
So no doctor treated Abiola for the 1 month, to your knowledge?
Witness,
Yes,
we listened to you in chief.
Yes,
You were fluent and forthcoming.
Yes,
Now,
my lord.
cross-examination. Sometimes you were giggling. I don't know what was amusing you. And you don't remember. It's a litany of I don't know, I don't remember. Please help us.
Yes, my lord. My lord, you see, this role is not supposed to be for CSO. This late chief was supposed to be handled by the police and
You're
the court.
supposed to be
Thank you.
chief intelligence officer.
Yes, my lord.
We've met somebody who was there before you,
Yes, my lord.
and we can assess him.
Yes, my lord.
Don't tell me that you are so daft. They shouldn't have put you there.
Major Aliyu,
Please help us.
please help Major Aliyu.
Yes, my lord.
Who was the doctor in charge of Chief Abiola between the 8th of June and the 7th of July, to your knowledge? Because on the 7th, you called Dr. Wali when there was an emergency.
Yes, my lord.
Who was the doctor treating him?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Now, you did say that, and this was on the 5th of July,
Yes, my lord.
that Chief Anyaku visited Chief Abiola in the company of the CGS then, Vice Admiral Ahigbe.
Yes, my lord.
They took photographs with him. Is that correct?
Yes, my lord.
Those photographs were printed in Abuja here at the insistence of the government. Is that to your knowledge?
I didn't know that, my lord.
They were published in the papers, those photographs.
I've seen them in the papers too, my lord.
So you don't know they were published in the papers?
I didn't know.
Do you know of any incident where a detainee in Nigeria was photographed, was asked to pose for a photograph while in detention? Do you know of any incident?
No, my lord.
No, man. Now, the CGS was appointed when, to your knowledge?
I can't remember the exact date.
The head of state, General Abubakar, was appointed as head of state when, to your knowledge?
9th June.
9th June.
Yes, my lord.
When was his deputy appointed?
I can't remember the exact date, but it's somewhere in June.
Thank you for always watching Linda's TV show. I will see you again in my next video. Remain blessed. I appreciate each and every one of you, and keep on watching Linda's TV show. If you have not yet subscribed, please, I beg you to do that so that you'll be getting more updates from me. Bye bye.